Ew, it's still wet. Hey. What's up, you guys? Ooh, this feels good to mama. This is about to be some work. So I must warn you guys, at any given moment, thank you, thank you, thank you. I've been working on it for years, or a year, really. I've been taking care of it for a year. But at any given moment, my master might awaken, and I'm gonna have to go get him. So excuse me ahead of time, because he's due to wake up like any minute. Arizona. Oh. Okay, so, oh no, where did it go? Okay, health head. Thank you, because I be getting off track way too often. I'm gonna start off with the weight loss. So as most of you guys know, I've lost about 210 altogether, around there somewhere. Since I had the baby, at my heaviest weight, I probably got up to 237, I think 237, 239. After already, let me see if he chills for a minute. After I had Kai, I lost 15 pounds, I think, in the first week or so, like really, really quick. And now I weigh 213. I weighed myself this morning. And when I tell you guys, I have been on it, like doing all my detoxes, all my cleansing, like working out heavy. Okay, we're going to get Kai. Working out hard, everything. I cannot lose any weight, and I'm going to tell you why. Because of a birth control called Mirena. Most of y'all are probably aware of most any birth control can have the side effect of a weight gain, and being that that's a hormonal birth control, I think my hormones are out of whack, like in every way possible. So I'm not making that my excuse of why I haven't lost weight or anything, but when I tell you guys I have stressed myself out, ow, I think he wants to help. I've stressed myself out so much trying to lose this weight. There's no way I'm gonna lose weight because I'm that stressed. So I'm having my birth control taken out on the 29th, I believe, and I'm gonna get back on my everything that I've never got off of and get back to losing weight. I'm pretty confident that once I stop taking this birth control. Hey, say what's up. Hi, say I'm up for my nap. Oh, you got prunes on your shirt. Nice touch. So, oh, sorry, you guys. Say thank you, thank you. And thank you for anyone saying I look great. I'm still getting used to having an entire different face. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but I just think once you become a mom, whether you lose all your pregnancy weight or not, you just look like an adult. Right? Do mommy look different now? Just a little bit. Oh, just say thank you. Everybody think you're so cute. Oh, yikes. Okay. Well, that was nice. At least I got this here. Postpartum was really bad. I want to say the second month in. It was, dealing with that was really hard for me. After I got back on an antidepressant, I took that for about 2 or 3 months, and that kind of leveled me out, but I got off of that now. And I do want to say my depression is not too bad right now, but my anxiety is through the roof. I that's not helping with the weight gain, because anxiety, adrenals is just keeping me in this spot of constant stress on my body, whether it be emotional, physical, whatever. There's stress in place, and when you are stressed out, there's no weight loss. And like I said, with my hormones being wick whack everywhere, my body's not used to this, because I don't feel like the same person at all. I know I had a baby, my body is different now, but I'm trying to breathe. Honestly, I don't have a doctor, like a primary care doctor or anything, so that's a long story. But I can't go get prescribed something to help with that as of right now. So you gonna stop? So yeah, but my weight loss efforts have not changed in the slightest. My current goal is to get to 200, and I have complete faith in myself in doing that. And I have indigestion right now, so I'm sorry, but other than that, my final, like, I don't know, my my biggest goal, which is my smallest, would be 160. And if I get to 180 and I feel okay at 180, then I'm okay. But hi to everyone who's been saying hi. I'm sorry. Yes, this is alive. And I know I tried for any of you guys who are watching now, who were watching me when I was driving the other day, the connection was terrible. I was driving, just a bad look. So now, stop. You're so sweet. Oh my God. Okay, I said adrenals. Now, I knew nothing about, thank you. I said thank you. I knew nothing about the adrenal gland, other than that's where adrenaline came from. So I started watching Dr. Berg on YouTube. I know at least 3 of you watching right now know who that is. He is amazing in his practice. I would honestly rather meet him than meet any other celebrity and just give him a hug, because he has pumped my head through, full of knowledge, like crazy in this past, like, yes, I know, right? In this past, like, 3 weeks. And I just cannot get enough of his videos, his web seminars. I even, like, buy his wheatgrass, and I'm very happy with it. But nevertheless, he talks a lot about yes, somebody put the link for him, please. Dang, Kai, you're not gonna make this easy, are you? He talks a lot about the adrenal gland. He talks a lot about thyroid, just overall health conditions that a lot of people do not look into unless it's affecting them. And when I started to notice certain things about myself recently, I'm like, this isn't very normal. I could go check my symptoms online like a lot of people do, but I don't remember. Oh my God, am I back? Am I back? Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry, you guys. I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Anyway, Dr. Berg and adrenals. So I was watching one of his videos, and I believe it was about Cushing's disease. So after watching the first video, I'm like, oh my God, I have that. All my problems have been answered. This is what's going on. And then I started looking more and more into it. I'm like, no, I don't think that's it. But I did notice that people who have Cushing's disease often will always have problems with their adrenal glands. So started looking more into the adrenal gland. Then I found out I have an adrenal body type. When I was at my biggest, just most of my life, I always had, I carry most of my weight in my stomach. I still do, whether it looks like it or not to you guys. I had that little buffalo hump that they call it in the back, and I don't know if you can tell. But if I was to get a lot bigger again, I would probably have it again. Because, yeah, I can just tell. Ooh. But, and then there's so many other things, but losing, I noticed I was losing quality sleep at night. I would sleep 8-9 hours some night and wake up and feel like I never went to sleep. Right? Mommy was sleepy. I did not want to bother with you. Yeah, what else? What else was mommy going through? I was tired, so tired throughout the day. My workouts were suffering. And sorry, you guys, I'm all sidetracked. He does that to me. What else? What else? I've been craving crazy salty and sweet stuff. And if I'm doing good and I'm on track with my my healthy eating and my exercising, that's never a problem. It hasn't ever been a problem for me. So that was kind of weird to me. I just knew, like I said, I wasn't feeling right and there was something going on. Right? Yeah. So I started looking more into hormonal imbalances, and that is what brought me to feeling like my birth control is kind of causing my stunning weight loss and just all this crazy stuff I'm going through right now, plus a lot of back pain. I've never had back pain in my life, and not even during my worst like menstrual cycles, I never had back pain. Even after I had Kai, when they put the little thing in my back and my spine or whatever, I was good until about 2 weeks after having Mirena inserted. So I'm definitely getting that taken out. I honestly do not like the idea of any birth control. It's not natural for our bodies. I do not want another child. I'm not getting my tubes tied. So I got a problem to deal with. Maybe you guys can help me. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with weight loss right now, and the whole adrenal thing. I'm sure there's a lot more info like floating around the back of my head, but another thing when it has to do with adrenal problems is a lot of your cognitive functions. And my memory loss has been terrible. Short term, I can have a conversation with you. I don't even know if you guys can notice now, but I can be talking to you, totally forget what I'm saying mid-sentence. And I've noticed that's happened like 5 times, if not more. That's one thing. Also, come on, man. Also, besides memory loss, you'll have a lot of brain fog. So I'll walk into a room, totally forget what I walked in there for, and be so mad about it. But yeah, I do it all the time. And I thought, oh, I just got mom brain, but no, because this cannot last for the rest of my life. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna lose some keys. I already did. We're gonna have some problems. So other cognitive functions, I've just found so much really, what's the word, really specific. Somebody misses you. You want Maggie miss you? Say come see me then. Come see me then. Like I said, everything was really specific as to what I've been going through, and I just thought it was crazy. So I really want to have tests done. And no, I'm not nursing anymore. I saw a doctor who actually told me, if any of you guys have ever gone through this or know the specific name for what I'm about to tell you, I had a problem with my milk ducts because the doctor said it was most likely because of my drastic weight loss. and how quickly I did it. If you gain weight and you lose weight, and the first place you lose it and gain is in your breast, then you can easily have problems with your milk ducts, and I didn't know that. So when Kai was starting to nurse more, obviously I should be producing more, right? But I wasn't. And I was getting frustrated with myself, like I must be doing something wrong. I must not be eating enough. I must be working out too hard or not drinking enough water. But it was none of those things. And in turn, that was stressing me out even more, because I'm like, I do not want to put my son on formula. I know, that's too sad. I really don't. I still don't want, if I had the money to do it, you guys, I promise I would have him like breast milk imported, like brought straight to the door, straight to the door. But mommy ain't built like that right now. Nope. But yeah. So I do have to bottle feed him, unfortunately, and I have noticed a lot of things that I don't like about it. He's a lot more temperamental and moody. He gets gas. He gets really constipated. I give him probiotics and just way too much stuff that I don't want to have to give him because he can't get it from breast milk naturally. And before I was ever having to think about breast milk or mom life or anything, I always thought it was just formula, kind of like, okay, a couple of moms breastfeed, but most people use formula, right? So it should be okay. But I really dislike it. And if I do ever have another child, I'm seriously going to look into getting breast milk, because it just breaks my heart to have to give him bottles of formula. Oh, you stayed up for me. You stayed up for us, Kai. Say thanks. So I want everything in front of me. But what else? I'm gonna talk about one more thing, and then if you guys have any questions, then I'll answer them and I'll get to the whole screen and everything. I didn't want to stop and read everything and then kind of like keep cutting off what I was saying, because I told you guys my mind ain't right now. But yeah, thank you. Meet and greet. Okay, so you guys, I'm going to be in LA from September 8th through the 12th, which is a couple days. But if any of you guys live out there in the surrounding areas, I would love to meet you. Of course, it's not going to be like huge fancy, like welcome to this big building and you see my name on a card or something, but like personal meet and greet, you guys can actually come and talk to me. I would just love that to pieces. So yeah, if any of you guys live in LA, definitely hit me up, comment on this video, and we can kind of like exchange life and figure out how we would meet each other. But I think that would be really fun. And I know, especially with my weight loss video, it is so hard for me to find time to reply to everyone in the comments. And I literally got to the point, I was doing so good, I was answering everybody back, and then I skipped like one day and I went back and I just couldn't. I started crying. I was like, I'm so overwhelmed, but I gotta write everybody back, but it's 2 in the morning, but I gotta work in 2 hours. Tripping. But yeah. So questions? Any questions? Ooh. All right, Kai. So I was supposed to be shingling my hair this whole time, and I'm sitting here letting it dry into frizz. Okay. Sorry, and my vision is really bad. Ice cream. You hear the ice cream truck, Kai? You can't have that yet. That is a very interesting question. I'm saying, oh, my skin tone. Yes, it definitely did. I got lighter and I got darker. Um, yeah, I did. Let me explain. So I had a lot of discoloration on my neck, a lot, like a entire black ring that looked like black spray paint around my neck. Um, it's not really there so much anymore. I still have like some scarring because of heroism, like having too much testosterone and growing hair on your face. And my dummy 12-year-old self thought it was okay to shave it. And I've been tested for PCOS, but I never had anything come back. So that is another thing, though. I know a lot of the symptoms that I mentioned may have something to do with that. So I'm going to have that checked too. But yeah. Otherwise, my skin got a lot clearer, a lot smoother, a lot softer. But I got my skin tone more so evened out. I won't say I got lighter and darker, but definitely before I had, like I said, the black ring. I had black patches right here on my cheeks. I had my kneecaps and my elbows were always black, so black, no matter how much I scrubbed them, how much I cleaned myself. That was just basically sugar. That's what my doctor told me, sugar, grease, just the bad food that I was eating. You are what you eat, honestly. So yes, insulin resistance. I'm positive I have that. So just finding out now, you know, so many people come to me asking me, how do I lose weight? How do I lose weight? And before I was just like, oh, you do this. This is what I did. But of course, I'm finding out now with all these problems that I'm having, everyone can't lose weight the same way. Everyone doesn't have the same health problems. So the way I lost weight may not be the way that someone else loses weight. But at the same time, being that I have an adrenal body type, like I said, most people have adrenal body types, at least I think 80% if I remembered right. So a lot of people can probably lose weight by doing what I did, especially at a heavier weight like I was. Now, high carbs, high protein. Oh, low carb. Yes. When did I have Kai? I had Kai 5 months ago. Yeah. Almost 5 months ago in a week. It's happy 5 months. It's happy 5 months. You gonna grab my... No, you can't have my phone, Kai. Can't have my phone, Kai. Looking just like your dad. Just like his dad. I wish I could make the font bigger because I'm gonna be all in the phone like, what? I know I look kind of crazy in the face, like it's hot in here and I barely have makeup on, so I know I really wanted to sit down and talk about this, and honestly, if it wasn't for all this confusion and brain fog and everything that's going on, I could probably remember more because it's more symptoms than what I just mentioned. But honestly, taking it back from my childhood, I've had some of these problems, so it's just very interesting to think, because a lot of people come to me saying, I have PCOS, how do I lose weight? Because that makes it very hard to lose weight. And I'm like, girl, you just don't want to work out. But no, that's not what it is. And I feel so bad for feeling like that now, because I'm at a place in my life where I feel like no matter who I ask, what I do, I'm not going to lose weight unless I starve myself. And you guys know how that works. Yeah. How did you stop the urge to eat when you had all your calories for the day? Okay, that's a very interesting question because I never counted calories. I knew how to read nutrition labels, but I was never really paying attention to the actual numbers. I was never counting like a daily total. And some people are like, "What? That's crazy. How did you know how much you could eat every day?" Well, honestly, I probably got to the point where I waited until I felt my body get hungry to eat instead of being bored and grabbing food or sitting in the house all day and eating just because I was in the house. I would honestly make myself get up, do my workouts like I was supposed to, and then feed myself. But I got to a place with my body where I knew if I had energy, if I didn't have energy, then I would eat. If I had energy, then I'd be good. And honestly, I promise you, on the days when I drank mostly water and I wasn't eating a lot, I felt at my best. Unless I knew I was going to be training heavy that day or something, then I would eat more. But a lot of the time I kept to really small meals, and I did the whole eating around the clock thing, really small, like bites here and there. When I was at work, I would grab a piece of fruit, a boiled egg, some vegetables, like very little things, and that helped me a lot. On the weekends is when I took in most of my bigger meals, and then when I would work on the weekend, I would do the same thing. So keep it small. March 29th. Oh, wait, does that make him, if he's a Pisces, Aries? He would be Aries, right? The date switch. So yes, I think my digestion was in a really good place at the beginning, or not at the beginning, but probably after the first 50 pounds because I was eating that way. And you know that eating that way doesn't work well for everyone. Sometimes, no matter what you put in your mouth, if it's food, if you can chew it, it will usually make your insulin go up, which will cut all fat burning from your body. You'll be burning food, no longer the fat on your body, which a lot of people need to understand. So I think I never intentionally fasted, but I always made sure I never ate after 7. And when I woke up, I would probably wait an hour before I ate. So I was kind of fasting, but I never got it to a certain amount of hours or anything. But being that I did fast, I think that helped. So if you're starting out in just trying to lose weight now, I definitely recommend intermittent fasting. I do that now still, and I wake up and I wait at least 4 hours before eating. Some people, that's not as easy for them to do because of whatever their morning consists of. It's got harder to do now because I wake up at 5 in the morning. I go to work and I'm around food, and my body kind of wants to eat. Are you okay, kid? You alright? You look uncomfortable. You want this? You want that? You want a bath? Okay. No, when I was pregnant, I did not. But when I was pregnant in the very beginning, the first trimester, the only thing I wanted was yogurt. I'm not exaggerating. Yogurt. I ate, I think Chobani. No, not even, because those have pieces in them. Just plain Greek yogurt for the first 2 months, 2 or 3. Then I came to a point where I only wanted carbs. And I cried all the time because I was like, carbs are gonna make me huge. I don't want to eat them. But all I wanted was bread. All I wanted was crackers and chips. And I'm like, I'm going crazy because I haven't ate all this stuff for so long. Hi. Say hi. You say hi to the other people? What's up? I'm skipping all around on these questions. I'm sorry, you guys. Oh, stop. You guys are so sweet. You know, it's really hard to get to a place where I'm okay with my weight and accept myself for who I am and where I'm at. I definitely love the person that I am on the inside more and more every day, but coming to a place where I can accept my body is the hardest thing I've ever had to do. And honestly, some days when I wake up, I'm less comfortable with this body than I was with the 400-pound plus body. And people think I'm crazy when I say that, think I'm ungrateful, whatever. But it's like, you guys know I have a lot of loose skin. Or if you don't know, now you know. But it makes it really hard. Sometimes I can't wear a lot of the stuff I want to wear. Sometimes I still do. And it's like, can I censor that? But I'm going to definitely do the excess skin video. I was trying to wait until I till I got to a place where I knew I was gonna have it removed. So it was like, here's my excess skin, I'm gonna have it removed. So yeah, but at the same time, I know a lot of you guys watch me because of my transparency, and I try not to hide things from you guys, so I think I definitely owe that to you guys. Weight loss, I won't speak on the whole entirety of it, but loose skin is not a reason not to lose weight. So that's most of the questions that I get through social media. That's usually the #1 question, is either how did you lose the weight, or do you have loose skin? I do have loose skin, and it's nothing to the point that I can work out or I can diet to change. I cannot take It Works wrap thingies. I think if I hear that suggestion from one more person, I have like 12 of those here at my house right now, and I'm not saying they don't work, but you have to be consistent, and you know they're not cheap. You have to continue to wrap yourself with them. Like, nobody has money for that. And the amount of skin that I have is gonna take the world's largest wrap that they don't have. So anyway, dang, Kai, for real. I'm just glad he's not screaming yet. He's actually letting me talk to you guys. Oh, I'm gonna check her out too. Your parents won't let you go out much, but you already eat relatively healthy. Okay, HR, are you still in here? A lot of water, but still don't feel like you have enough energy. Okay, well, how do you gain energy? I'm sorry. Okay, ow. Next time you pull my curls, I'm gonna pull your curls. Just so you know. How do you gain energy? That's an interesting question. I mean, you can always do things at home. You can always do strength training in place in your room. Just use your body as your weight. Any tips for those losing belly fat? Belly fat is that will be the hardest thing for me to ever do. So, but as a suggestion, when I started eating healthier, let me take out this gum. After I started eating healthier, I ate a lot of almonds. I ate a lot of avocado. Just completely healthy stuff. And most of the stuff that I was eating, I found out just happened to be fat burning foods. And I ate a lot of pineapple, and I would try to make sure I didn't get it too yellow, because you know the more yellow it is, the sweeter it is. And it's the acid that is helping burn the fat. So I ate a lot of pineapple. I ate a lot of fish, lean proteins, even sweet potato. And as far as workouts, cardio will help a lot with belly fat, with overall fat. But one key exercise that I did, I'm not even sure if it has a name. I've never even seen another person do it. I'm sure they do. But when I would be at the gym, I would lay on my back on a mat. I would take the 25 to 35, as I started getting stronger, plate from the Smith machine, and I would basically do sit-ups. I would do sit-ups. I would put the weight on my feet so no one had to hold my feet. I would do about 50 of those, and then I would take the weight from on top of my head, and I would meet in the middle, like do a crunch like this. So my head. You're not going to let me finish? You're going to be mean? Whoa. Here. So yeah, head, feet, plate in my hands, basically do that. And it got really, really easy, surprisingly. I even got back to doing that after I had Kai, and that's kind of what helped me get so... What? What's up? What's wrong? You hungry? You're just a little piggy. You're just a little piggy. You always want some foods. Oh, you're gonna help Mom? Or you're gonna hurt Mom? Okay, so, yeah, I noticed that helped my midsection get a lot smaller. And, I wasn't even wearing a waist trainer yet when I started getting a lot smaller in my midsection. You want it that bad? You got it. There you go. Okay, I can't turn the camera around, but if I could, you guys would be amused. Have I tried vegan? I've tried vegan products, but I've never been a vegan. And at this point in my life, I don't think I will be vegan. I don't eat any red meat. I don't eat pork, only chicken and fish, sometimes turkey. But with me talking about adrenal problems and everything earlier, one of the things recommended to keep in your diet is protein from meat sources. So if I'm able to do that, no seafood? Yes, seafood, a lot. Salmon is my go-to. I would eat salmon every day for the rest of my life if that was the only protein I could have, probably. But yeah, mommy likes salmon. Otherwise, I would definitely go vegan, especially after watching What the Health. I'm honestly, I look at meat a lot differently than I used to, and it's hard to break away from it. But if when I start dieting normally again, and I find out that my body can work just as well as it did before on a vegan diet, you bet. I sure will. Yeah, he's very mad. Yeah, he's intrigued by my little ring light right here, but his time's coming. He's about to flip. Can you get the shot or pill? Ooh, I don't want no depot shot for sure. All the girls I went to high school with, like 13, 14 years old, when girls started getting pregnant at that age, blew them up like 100 pounds in a year. Not even joking. And no matter what I do, obviously with trying to lose weight, I'm not going to take anything that I know is going to make me gain weight. Okay, the only birth controls that I've ever taken were NuvaRing and Mirena. I took NuvaRing for about a month or two before I started noticing that I was having a lot of bloating. I wasn't necessarily gaining weight, but I wasn't watching my weight either. That was when I was bigger. And then with Mirena, of course, you know I don't like it at all. So I'm not even sure what to recommend as far as birth control. Maybe someone in the comments knows, but I don't know as of now. I know my doctor is going to recommend me to get on something else while I'm taking Mirena out. I'm very against it, but if I'm thinking of trying maybe some type of a pill, and then if that doesn't you guys, anytime he sees any type of bottle with a liquid in it, he flips out. I don't think that's gonna taste too good. There's nothing on the cap, you guys, just so you know. But yeah, so once I do change my birth control, I'll let you guys know. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the whole condom. But fat shaming, I still get fat shamed like nothing. From when it comes to the people who obviously don't know that I lost 200 pounds, I'm still huge to them. I don't look at those people the same way. But yeah, once again, I think I'm gonna have to continue this at a later date because Mr. Man needs a bath. It's your fault, Mr. Man. Say I'm stopping the show. Say, my mommy will talk to you guys when I'm at my grandma's house. Alright. Okay, Kapai. Okay, Kapai. It's alright. So, sorry to cut the show short, you guys. Okay, say bye. Say bye and I'll get you some... Okay. Alright, sorry, you guys. Continue to put your questions down below. I'm going to answer everything by hand. After I get him settled, so I can answer all the questions that you guys have. And I will talk to you in the next video.